All right, cousins, let's talk about Alexa Bliss. And before we dive in, I want to give a quick shout out to Mac Tech 101. Thank you for the super. That made me feel good. Listen, y'all ain't got to be afraid. Go on in there and drop me a little coin in the collection plate if I move you, if you feeling fine after you listen to me, if you talking to me while you listen to the podcast. Go ahead. Go ahead. Everything helps. Feed a hungry child. No. Um, Hope everyone is enjoying all of the content. I enjoy doing it. I'm gonna keep it going. Community, y'all are going up in them comments. I love seeing how respectful you are and how you go back and forth and communicate with each other. I love it. Also, shout out to the folks that's going way in the back to the archives. Y'all going back. I see you, and I be like, oh, you listening to something 4 or 5 years ago? I appreciate it. I love it. Comment, keep doing your thing, and let's get this rolling. I wanted to do a little housekeeping. I think I hit everything I wanted to say. So let's talk about Alexa Bliss and some realities. We're going to talk about realities because remember, Vince McMahon said this. Pro wrestling is literally a microcosm of the real world. So what's going on right now in the real world is going to affect pro wrestling on the front end and the back end. And why am I saying that? Here we go. Listen, hear me out. Diversity, equity, inclusion, and why this is going to play a very big role, especially for the ladies, when it comes to their contract negotiations and stuff. So we understand that the old contracts is going out. The old contracts under Vince McMahon's administration is going out. So now the girls and the guys have to negotiate under the TKO Paul Leviskay administration, okay? So with that being said, these words have never rung truer. The price today ain't the same price like yesterday. Yesterday's price ain't the same price as today. However that damn statement goes, okay? Alexa Bliss was supposed to come back. I think on the Raw on the Netflix for me, she was supposed to come back. We were supposed to see what she was about to get squeezed into. I spoke on where I would like to see her in a more singles run capacity, do her goddess thing again. You know, she's a mother. She's a grown woman. She aged a little bit. I want her to do that. Some people say she gonna be squeezed up in there with the Y6. That is a busted situation program. I don't think that's a good spot for her. But whatever. She didn't show up. Okay. According to PW Insider, y'all, people that y'all love to listen to, they said Alexa Bliss and WWE are in a stalemate with her contract. So Alexa Bliss right now is under her old WWE contract, which I feel like got extended because she was out for a year. She got pregnant. She had some health issues with her pregnancy and whatever else goes on when a woman gives birth to a whole human that, whatever the case may be. WWE expects her to honor her current agreement, but representatives from the Bliss side reportedly approached WWE to want to discuss negotiating a new contract before she returns. Bliss is interested in a new agreement that will replace her existing one, which will offer higher pay and additional perks. And this is where we got to have the conversation about diversity, equity, inclusion. In this political climate, DEI, affirmative action, woke, and other words that really don't have anything to do with human beings have been made and weaponized to become dog whistles for black. The recipients of DEI, affirmative action, and all these other programs are white women. So now all of these programs have been wiped away, okay, with your new president. Diversity and inclusion is gone. These companies were eager to wipe out whatever gains, whatever they were told to do by the feds. They wiped that shit out with the guise of meritocracy, okay? So what the ladies and the gents, women mostly, And if you're a woman of color, more. What you're now going to experience is you have to go into these companies and you're going to negotiate your salary with the thought that these people are going to come to the table fair. Okay? And they're going to negotiate with you based on your merit, your professionalism, what you have done, your resume, your character. And in the history of the United States of America, that has been proven to be a lie. No one practices in good faith in this country when it comes to business. Okay? If there was good faith, we would not have things like Jim Crow. We would not have things like, migrant programs and things like that. And this whole thing that's going on. I don't want to get deep into politics, but practicing in good faith, you are putting a lot on the person who has to come and try to get these jobs and get these contracts. With all that being said, Alexa Bliss does not have teeth in this negotiation no more. So yes, she will sign with WWE because where else is she going? I know I put AEW up there, but that's what everybody says. Oh, WWE don't want you. Go to AEW. Even if she go to AEW, Alexa Bliss ain't getting no Mercedes money. That Mercedes, time, place, hit it while it was hot. Highest paid woman in pro wrestling history. No other bitch is getting 10 million. That's never gonna happen. You understand? Tony Khan's on drugs. He paid the cost to be the boss. Mercedes Moné got in when she fit in. No other bitch is getting that. In the WWE, I want to say the highest paid female right now is what, Becky Lynch? We can speculate 3 million. Ain't no bitch getting higher than that. You understand? Anybody making lower than that's probably NXT, okay? Alexa Bliss, yeah, about 2 million, let's say. Between 1 to 2 million is what she gonna get. Does she want a Wheatley bus? Oh no, she's not a man, let alone a white man, so she definitely ain't gonna get that. Does she want a bus like Becky Lynch? Well, you ain't the man. And you not pushing merch like Becky Lynch. So you definitely ain't gonna get that. Charlotte Flair, please, you're not a Flair. You definitely ain't gonna get that. But Alexa Bliss, Vince McMahon saw something in her, strapped a rocket to her when she came up from NXT. The same thing, kind of almost similar to Bianca Belair. Triple H didn't really see it for Alexa Bliss like that. She was small in stature, really couldn't do much. She got called up. Vince McMahon did the opposite, turned Alexa Bliss into a star. Paul Levesque couldn't do that. And we see now, Paul Levesque still ain't making stars, okay? Alexa Bliss has a very large following. People enjoy her. They want to keep up with her. They want to know what she's doing. And they were looking forward to her to coming back. I think she will come back, but she's not going to get what she wants. I'll be shocked if Alexa Bliss makes more than $2 million. If she even cracks $2 million, I'll be shocked. Okay? These people pay for their travel. They pay for every fucking thing under the guise of independent contract. Which has always been a point of contention for Jesse the Body Ventura and a lot of people. So all of these things people are negotiating, trying to cover in these contracts because you lose a lot of money to make all this, make all this magic happen. So the two sides are at odds. Alexa Bliss is still at home figuring things out. And I don't think it would be a good idea for WWE to let homegrown talent get snatched up. But where would Alexa Bliss go? She could try AEW, but I don't think it would be a good fit. I think she'll get lost in the sauce. And I don't think the audience would be on board for Alexa Bliss like that because look how they do Mercedes Moné, okay? WWE is her home. WWE needs to be respectful and negotiate in good faith. Alexa Bliss does push merch. Alexa Bliss does have a big fan base. People want to see Alexa Bliss, so she has value. And I think if creative gave a fuck, they could put her in a decent storyline to really give her a push that she needs. Put her in the mid card, let her mix it up with that championship, give her prestige. There's a lot of things you could do with Alexa Bliss. Okay? So all Alexa Bliss can do now going forth as a woman in the industry, negotiating her own stuff, is to hope that people negotiate in good faith. And I just don't think WWE feels the need that they have to do it anymore, because things that benefited y'all are gone now. So she really doesn't have teeth. Because at the end of the day, WWE could be like, you know what, this is what we got. You don't want to do it. You go ahead and do what you want to do. Go to GCW, go to fuck around in TNA or whatever. You could pop in on NXT and we could get a pop, but this is what we got. Take it or leave it. I understand she has a kid and she wants to probably travel with her kid and kind of wants a little more perks to cover that stuff. But these people, Wheatley is sponsoring Cody Rhodes. Becky Lynch bought her own bus. I don't think WWE like paid for people who got these buses. John Cena travels on a luxury bus or his own shit. You know, that's why you got to branch out and diversify your portfolio when you doing jobs like this, because you lose a lot of money while you're supposed to be making money, but you make more money for the people who basically quote unquote own you. So I hope they can come to terms and we get good news and Alexa Bliss comes on back and gets into this terrible ass women's division and try to make something happen. But again, she doesn't really have teeth in this negotiation, because the teeth were taken out when your president wiped away these initiatives to level the playing field for the girls and some of the guys. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces!